Hey everybody, this is Donna and Lily, and Joe has asked us to come on here and share a little bit about meditation with you and then to allow you to experience meditation. So to begin with, meditation can be a real big game changer. We've got so much going on right now in the world. Life, as you all have known it, has come to a screeching halt. No practice. I know that's a lot of what you do is get into the water and work it out in the pool. Not being able to go to school and hang out with your friends, not knowing what tomorrow will be can all create a little bit of anxiety. So meditation is what I refer to as your mental seatbelt. When you get into a car, you put your seatbelt on to make sure that if there were an accident, you would be okay. You can't predict an accident, but you have your seatbelt on just in case. Well, with meditation, what will happen is when you do it day in and day out, ideally you're working up to 30 minutes of meditation a day, you will have a calming between what happens to you and what you choose to do next. I know that I experienced this quite a bit, and it's become a little bit of my passion. So I'm excited to share with you today a meditation that I have really grown to like, and I think you'll enjoy it too, because we're gonna get out of Iowa for a little bit. But on the first, before we begin, I wanna tell you a little bit about how to do meditation. First of all, don't worry about what your mind is doing. I think a lot of times the story we tell ourselves is we can't meditate because we don't even know how to sit still. That's okay. Your mind most likely will wander, and that's okay. It's the function of the brain to think, so don't get frustrated with that. There may be gaps during the meditation where you begin to feel relaxed, and that's ultimately what we're searching for. Also, you'll want to sit upright. So my upright and your upright could be very, very different. Just sit in a comfortable position. Your legs can be crossed. They can be out in front of you. But I would prefer if you don't lay down, because our bodies know that laying down typically means we're going to fall asleep. So you want to sit upright. And then you want to think about what you'd like to do with your hands. So hands and how we hold them in meditation are referred to as mudras. So if you want your hands to be upright and set on your lap, that is going to be for receiving energy. Right now, a really good mudra for you to use is flipping your hands upside down and putting them on your lap, so like this. And that is for remaining grounded. If you want to keep the energy within you, you can do hand, thumbs together. This is one that I really use a lot because it's easy to do in conversation, and it creates what I call an anchor. So that if you're in another situation and you're starting to feel tense or anxious, you can just put your hands like this in your lap, and it will take your mind, anchor you back into how you feel when you're meditating. And then another one that you probably see people do is thumb to index finger, and you hold those in your lap like this. So these are the mudras. I'll ask that you pick one that you like, and then let's talk about the position of your chin. So ideally, you're going to just slightly tuck your chin, and it creates a lengthening in the back of your neck, which will allow you to breathe a little bit deeper. And then ideally, your eyes will be closed. And don't close them hardly, just softly close them. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, you can always do what we call capping your eyes, which is to close your eyes 3/4 of the way and to look down just in front of you. This will allow you to remain still in your room, so to speak, but yet you have a relaxing, a calm feeling. One of the things I want to point out, and we're going to experience that in this meditation that we do here shortly, is that oftentimes what happens in meditation, it's a little bit like watching a movie. So think about watching a show, on Netflix or whatever, and you're interested in what happens to the character, otherwise you wouldn't be watching it, but you're not completely vested to it. So like in our lives, for example, we can get really caught up in how we want things to go. And then we can hold on to that expectation so that when it doesn't happen, we can get very, very frustrated with it. And we can start to spin and reel and think and analyze over and over and over. By the way, this can happen a lot when it comes to your sport. So you may expect for something to happen a certain way. And when you don't get that result, it can become very discouraging. So what happens in meditation is we begin to feel like we're watching our own movie. And so what that looks like is you're less sure of how the movie needs to be how the movie needs to end. You're open to what's going to happen next. So this is a letting go of expectation. It doesn't mean that you don't care. It just means that you're more curious and you begin to watch yourself navigate whatever this piece in your life is that you are experiencing, whether it's a race that you're swimming or whether it's just a situation, a tough time, a frustration that you're feeling. You just observe it and you see what happens next, what feels good and what feels right to you. So in this meditation, what we're going to do is we're going to experience leaving Iowa for a little bit, which I think we all could do. Get out of our houses for a minute. I'll ask that you enjoy it with me and just be open-minded to see how it feels. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to head over to the beach. Shift in your chair so that you find a spot that offers you a certain degree of comfort. Close your eyes and take 5 deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take another deep breath and visualize yourself lying on a warm, sunny beach. Feel the sun radiating through your skin and warming the muscles underneath. Feel yourself sinking into the warm, soft sand as you become more and more relaxed. Take another deep breath and feel yourself melting into the beach. Stay with this image for 2 or 3 minutes and let your imagination take you wherever it wants to go. Remembering to focus on your breath. Begin to shift softly on your blanket. Wiggle your toes into the sand and feel the warmth on the bottom of your feet. When you're ready, slowly stand up from your towel and make your way down towards the cool ocean. Allow the waves to gently touch the tops of your feet and feel the cool of the crystal water. Now it's time to walk down the beach. Notice the water to your right, and to your left, there's the sand. And beyond the sand, there's a path that you notice. and you decide to make your way towards the path. Walk down that path. Begin to explore. Notice how the beach turns into a thick, humid, tropical forest. Take a deep breath and feel the warm, damp air blow across your face. Visualize the path surrounded by lush, green, tropical plants. Can you hear the birds chirping quietly in the trees? What do they sound like? What do they look like? What colors do you see? As you walk down the path, you come around a bend, and there in front of you is the most beautiful waterfall in the world. Watch how the water spills down the side of the mountain, over the rocks, and into the crystal clear pool of water. Now step into the pool. Take a deep breath and feel the warm tropical water washing over your feet as you slowly step into the waterfall. Feel the clear, warm water gently flow over your head, washing away all of your tension and all of your cares. Take 3 deep breaths, and with each exhalation, let the water wash all of your worries away. Now feel your body melting into the pool. As you breathe in deeply, you feel yourself turning into the stream. And as you and the water become one, you begin to slowly flow down the stream. Feel the sun shining overhead as you float down the river, far, far away from all the tensions of the world. Watch where the river takes you and continue the inner journey as far as it wants to go. When your journey is finished, notice how relaxed you feel. Follow your breath for 3 deep inhales and 3 deep exhales. Breathe in peace. Breathe out stress. Breathe in calm. Breathe out worry. Breathe in happiness. Breathe out anger. And when you're ready, with a downward gaze, slowly open your eyes. Okay, welcome back. I'm gonna get my background back to normal here. And I wanna talk to you just a little bit about what you may experience. Some of you might have felt, gosh, this is really weird. I don't know what I'm doing. Some of you might have felt an extreme calm. And others of you maybe experienced what I was talking about, where you almost see yourself as your body is moving down the beach and through the path. What I would encourage you to do is, you can play this again, you can do this daily, but my favorite thing is the insight timer. So on my phone, there's an app. I'm going to show it to you. It's this one here, the Insight Timer, INSIGHT timer. And if you click on that, there's all kinds of options for you. You can upgrade it and pay for it. Please don't do that. The free version is really what I would encourage you to do. There's the timer on here, and this is where you can play an ambient sound and decide how long you're going to listen to it. It can be waves crashing, it can be birds chirping. There's so many different ones. I like the one that's called Deep Om. And what you'll do is sit comfortably and you're just focusing on your breath, breathing in, breathing out. I oftentimes pair that with a mantra, which a mantra is just something that you repeat again and again in your head while you're listening and focused on your breath. So if I were feeling stressed, I might begin with I am calm. So the words I am, what follows next is probably one of the most powerful things you can say in your brain, because we become what we think. What you focus on expands. Now, what we did together is called a guided meditation. And so there is a section on here for guided. And you can click on that and you can basically put any topic in there that you have concern with or something you'd like to focus on and grow. You can say how long you want to meditate for. And then you just listen like I did to the person speaking, and then you'll just go on that journey with them. But either way, I'm glad I had a chance to share with you. And on my, on Attra, A-T-T-R-A, on Facebook, which I know probably a lot of you aren't on Facebook, I do post meditations from time to time, and I'd love for you to download them and use those as well. So anyway, Joe, I hope this is what you were hoping for, and everybody, thanks for your time. Take care and stay healthy.